This episode of DoD TV is brought to you by the new specially designed, lightweight, and durable Tenzing Hang Time Day Pack. Go further, hunt longer, Tenzing.
Well, JP, welcome, buddy.
Thanks for having me back to Iowa, Mark. I love coming to hang out with you guys and Perry and Wade. It's always a blast, so I'm excited to be here.
You guys, this is new for you in the tractor line, correct? Like, how's it doing so far?
Our tracker off-road's been awesome because it just opens up the door to so many people, to families getting their first outdoor vehicle for ATV or four-wheeler. I love these electric vehicles. They're awesome. How are you liking it so far?
I absolutely love it. I've owned an electric vehicle for over a decade, and this one's faster. It has more power. It rides better. The battery lasts so much longer. I don't know how you guys did it, but it's really an incredible vehicle from a hunter's standpoint. Like, it serves my purpose as well.
You know, the lithium batteries have just changed the game because they're so much lighter and the batteries don't run out so quick. Because in the past, I remember you'd get 5 miles in there in the middle of nowhere and then the battery would run out about like that and you'd be stuck. But now the technology's come so far, they're really great, reliable vehicles.
It is. I mean, it's rated to where it go like 40 miles or something like that, and I don't disagree with it, because the guy was like, first thing you need to do is discharge the battery 4 times in a row. We couldn't get him to go down, you know, because he wanted to, you know, to train the battery, like take him down to 0, recharge it. Man, I'm really tickled with him, and you guys did a heck of a job with it.
Well, thanks. I'm glad you guys were using them, putting them to the test for us, and sure looks like they're working out. I saw that monster buck of yours the other day. Congratulations, that was a giant.
And then Taylor, we had one on hers. We got it out with this, so we call it the tracker and the hauler.
Well, hopefully I'm calling in the tracker later tonight.
Let's go, buddy. Speaking of a blast, these guys have been hammering this deer herd, man.
That's what it sounded like.
We shot a few.
Those nitro fires, we put them to work. It was fun.
That's awesome. You guys both got really nice bucks. I saw pictures of them.
Perry's on an aggressive move one day. They cut the field that day. And then 5 minutes later, we were carrying a hawk blind across the interstate. The October lull. Not this year. Rising moon, cold temperatures, the coldest air of the year thus far. Heavy winds tonight. They were heavy last night. We had a good start to the phase. And now we're gonna get a little aggressive. It is the early muzzleloader season here in Iowa. And we're gonna have at least one person with a tag. That's Perry. First, we're gonna move a blind, and the reason we're just now moving it is because they just cut this cornfield. It's a 50-acre standing cornfield. They cut it today, and we've got intel on some nice mature bucks. Last year, Kyle actually killed a deer off of this spot with a muzzleloader, so we'll see this year if Perry can. First, we're gonna move a hawk blind to give a little help with the scent profile, and try to get things dialed in tonight. Carson will be with Dustin in Missouri. I'm going to be with Wade in Iowa, and Josh is going to film Perry here in Iowa with the muzzleloader. So we're excited. We can't wait to keep rolling here in phase 3.
Drilled it.
Huh?
I drilled it.
Oh, buddy.
Good luck tonight, Perry.
Thanks, Mark.
There's 2 orange vests in there.
Perfect.
You ever taken a blind across a bridge before?
I never have. That was a first. I've done some sketchy things, but that might top the sketchy. But could all be worth it. Well, here we go. It is the opening day of early muzzleloader season. It's been a wild ride. We started in Missouri this morning fixing cattle fence, then to Iowa fixing cattle fence. Then the farmer called us and said, I cut your cornfield. Me, Mark, and Wade drag a blind over there, get it set up, and I go buy my tag 2 hours ago. We are headed to get in that blind. Josh is behind the camera, so look out. It could be a flurry of deer on this spot since they just cut this cornfield. So high hopes for this evening. We got a strong northwest wind. The cold front's still here. But Josh and I are headed in with the Traditions Nitro Fire, and it could be a very special evening. We're about to find out.
I forgot the cusp that goes over the
scope for the FTS. Every scope is just a little bit different size, so they send you a whole box of cusps. And so I'm making my own cusp out of paper towels. We're gonna give it a college try. $150 to that corner, $115 to this corner. If they walk out, they're dead. That Traditions Nitro Fire is a special, special weapon. Rising moon. Everything is setting up. Deer cast is peeking out right now. Hopefully a big mature walks right out here in front of us. I'm ready to. I see 3 deer back in there. 3 acorns. Has been spot on. It has been great movement since 5:15. We've seen, we got to be close to 15 does and 4 bucks, biggest being a 4-corn, but the deer are on their feet and they're moving. I glassed back into that timber a little while ago and I could see multiple bodies in there eating acorns. It's just a matter of time before they work out here. And high hopes we see a rack tonight. Big deer. Big deer. Man. You got it. Yep. You torched him, brother. Yes. Are you kidding me? Give me some, Josh.
Good job, man. Torched him.
That could be the biggest deer of my life. No doubt.
Congrats, my friend.
Dude, thanks for being here with me. Thanks. Opening day of early muzzleloader season was a whirlwind. We fixed cattle gates, we fixed fence today, and that's a giant. I have nothing else to say, but that is a giant. We saw 15 to 18 does, 4 bucks. He's a 5th buck to walk out. And from what Josh just said, the Traditions Nitro Fire, put it on. I felt rock solid. Did it look good?
Congrats, man.
Oh man. Thank you. Let's go find this giant.
almost like he went back down. Comes on this side. He hits here. He hits here. He comes here. Hits here. Hits here. Hits here. Oh my God.
We didn't even see him turn this way. Yes. Step on him. Dude. He didn't make it 5 yards out of the field, but he ran in. I followed him in the scope, and then I saw him disappear. I was like, he fell over. But how we couldn't see him laying here from the blind, I don't know. Oh my gosh, Josh. Holy cow.
Congrats, brother.
Thank you so much for being here. Mark and Wade, I'm sure, are on their way. They're hunting Iowa tonight. I can't thank those two enough as well. We're gonna get them out in this field and give you some good shots of them. Take a look at this giant. Mark and Wade are about to come around the corner. The two amigos are here.
Congratulations, man.
Wade.
Oh, that's awesome, buddy. Congratulations, Perry. That's awesome, buddy.
Thank you.
That is awesome.
Thank you so much. Wade.
Congratulations, man.
Let's go look at this. Oh yeah, Perry. Congratulations. That's cool, man.
Thank you.
That is awesome. Congrats, buddy. Good deal. I am so happy for you.
Josh and I were in the middle of an interview. Like, we're talking about how deer cast and everything, was saying how good it was. Northwest wind was perfect for this spot. And I look to the corner, I go, giant. Well, early season muzzleloader, here we are.
Terry, big deer down. Perry, big deer down. Man, they sure moved tonight. Deer cast was spot on, and congratulations, big guy.
Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
Buddy.
Thank you, bud. We set this field up. Rickety split today. There was deer fanned all around us in the pit corn, and this guy walked out, gave me a 70-yard shot in that nitro fire.
Hit its mark.
Perfect. Good night. Congratulations,
Awesome
buddy.
stuff.
That's awesome. I'm so happy for Terry. Killed a giant over at his farm.
Congratulations.
Perry here with this big 8 and a fork G1, and great night in Missouri as well. So fun stuff here in the Midwest. Phase 3, baby. What October lull.
We going.
Rolling on.
Buck-Uber. Buck-Uber. Thanks for picking me up, Buck-Uber.
Hi, my name is Jackson from Northwest Indiana. I love DeerCast because it told me it was going to be a very good afternoon, and it was very good because I ended up shooting the biggest buck of my life. I'll continue on using it.
Talk about a tale of two different hunts from a reconnaissance standpoint, specifically Reconyx pictures. Perry's buck, no pictures whatsoever. Went in there, crashed in with that blind, made it happen. Didn't know what was in the area. Big buck comes out, kills it. Now, if you go into Wade's hunt that we're about to start watching, it's a drastically different story. Here's a buck that we have all kinds of history with. Reconyx picture after Reconyx picture. I bought this 80-acre parcel sometime in the mid part of 2019. We got pictures of this deer throughout the season, and we immediately recognized he already looked mature. New farm, mature buck, we called him the old man. Then in 2020, more pictures. We start to hone in on the areas he likes the most by figuring out where he's coming the most. Then when we get into 21, now we have 2 years of history with this buck. We've never laid eyes on him, believe it or not, lots of pictures, never actually encountered him while we were hunting. However, we had a lot of confidence we might be able to see him because the previous year, he showed us just a little chink in his armor in the fact that he was daylighting on one big interior clover field. All of a sudden, we get a picture of him at night on this same field in the fall of 2021, and based on last year's history, looking back through those pictures on Buckview, we knew that it was a good chance if Wade went in there, he might lay eyes on this buck.
Well, here we go. We're headed in to the spot that I had found Teardrop locked up with that other 4.5-year-old giant. First time we've been in to this farm other than spraying clover, mowing clover since I found those bucks locked up. We're actually going in after a buck. 7.5-year-old buck we call the old man, just a big 10-point. We had him on the Reconyx cell cameras last night, in the middle of the night, so he's somewhere close. And the front actually got here today, a little bit sooner than what they were calling for. And you can tell it's pretty cloudy, but over my right shoulder, you can see the sun starting to break through. So if it does, I think we could be in the chips, but got the nitro fire in hand. I got Brandon behind the camera, and he was helping me on my roof. I was actually putting a new roof on my house today, so he's up helping me on that. And I got him to come out and do a little hunting, take a break, get off that roof, so should be fun.
I'm a rolling stone, bound to roam. Come the morning, or I'll be gone. Watch the trees, falling leaves, like the breeze, won't you roll?
Look, it's already got the bullet down in. Here's the powder, the primer.
So you just seat the bullet in?
You're loaded. It's like that. Well, first rack. It's a wacky deer, but good start, and they all just came to the green. They all sucked right to it. We have about a 3-acre clover field here, and we came in, and man, they're all starting to move now. This is fun. First time in this year, like I said, it's the first time we've been back to this farm other than planting it and mowing clover since I found Teardrop and that other 4.5-year-old locked up. So a little bit of a weird feeling, because before I found him, the last time we were in here, we encountered him and I almost killed him. So it's a great farm, just an 80-acre farm, but it's got a lot of deer stacked into it. This big green field, fun stuff. It's a bug. It's a really nice tin. Is it? Time's leaning forward. How long are the G4s? How long are the G4s? Might be the old man. It's definitely a mature deer. I think it is the old man. There he is. There he is. Yeah, that's the old man. Is a 7.5-year-old Iowa stud. Oh my gosh, man. Down in the field. That buck went to bed and we had MRI on that Reconyx camera right over there, and we just got it done on a 7.5-year-old. Wow. Was that fun, dude? Thank you so much. That was awesome, dude. Oh man. He was behind that brush for the longest time, and we were trying to pick out who he was, and that's exactly who it is. It's the old man. Congratulations, brother. Thanks, dude. That's great. Good shot, too. Oh, man, that was fun. Okay, well, we got a little bit of light here. We're going to go ahead and get down and go recover that 7.5-year-old Iowa giant.
What happened to your forehead, though, there? That light really shows that. That's a good one.
I may have got a little too close to the FTS. That happens through excitement. Such an awesome farm. 80 acres in the middle of the nasty 3-acre clover field. Non-typical clover field in the middle of the thickest of thickness. The cedars and big creek bottom. Just a perfect whitetail setup here. Look at that guy. Wow, what a giant. The body on that thing is unbelievable. Wow. Well, what an unbelievable evening Brandon and I had tonight. You know, we came out here and it was supposed to be a southwest wind, and the front got here a day early. This is a 7.5-year-old Iowa giant that we have lots of history with, and we didn't have much summer pictures of him this year. Finally showed up in this bottom, and this guy stepped out. We knew immediately with this bull body, it was the old man. You see in his gray face. Couldn't be happy. 7.5 because he's the oldest deer on the farm. Same farm. Boy, he just come feeding across this non-typical clover, and the tradition's hit its mark, and the rest is history. But so happy to close the chapter just on this old warrior of a buck. Couldn't be happier. Perry and Mark are out tonight. Josh and Carson, Terry and Forrest, everybody's out tonight, and we hit this front just perfectly. Just couldn't be happier. Awesome stuff.
That is a tank. Look at his head.
Oh, yeah. You can tell in his eyes.
Holy cow. He could be 8.5 weight. Who knows? I mean, I know he was at least 5.5 when we first got his picture.
Definitely.
That's the first buck off of that farm.
Yeah. No, that's what I said.
So that just goes to show you, you can use the Reconyx pictures not just in the now, not just from a cellular standpoint or pictures in the now on the normal cameras, but also go back and look at your history. And I think one of the takeaways from this, oftentimes when you get cell pics, you look at them in the now and you just forget the information. After the season, I collect all of my cell cards and I make sure that I put all of them in buck view. By keeping that history, then the next year you can look back and go, all right, which buck was where during what part of the year, and it basically creates your memory of that deer and the data bank you need to kill that deer in future seasons.
We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This episode of Deer Season 21 is brought to you by MOTV. For access to all our Drury Outdoors TV shows, head over to the MOTV app today.